When you come and play on free platforms on a global scale, it creates wealth. When you come and play on, but here's the question: on a global scale, how much wealth did it create for you when you were playing? See, Amazon will never share their wealth with you. It's not their business model. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, MySpace, whatever social platform you want to think of, it was never designed for free. This presentation is going to show you how to position yourself to get revenge on what you did for free while you were having fun. So as a person who teaches entrepreneurialism around the world, someone who is responsible for over 30 people who have made $1 million working home-based businesses, hundreds of people are financially free because of concepts that I've taught around the world in this arena. So I'm not coming to you from a place of, I think this is going to work. I'm coming to you from a place of an expertise level that's saying, listen, if you ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time, go Google who I am during the presentation. If you ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time, what you're about to see, I've never seen anything like it before in my life. I don't own this company, but I act like I do. I don't own any shares. I don't sit on the board of advisors. I'm just an ambassador, just like we're inviting you to be. And it's the only company in the world that I endorse as a business for the masses. I wanted to go sell something, that's high power sales. That's not this opportunity. We will have college students in university, in this company, making more money than their professors make. You mark my words and you remember that I said that. So if that gets your attention, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Tyler and Jody. They're going to show you the presentation, and I want them to do it from the United Kingdom because I don't speak United Kingdom. I don't speak, the Queen's language, if you will. I yell a little bit. I get excited. But the documentation is obvious why I'm excited. And let me say this, the reason that I wanted to be a part of this presentation, and we're going to do it again tomorrow, and we're going to do it again the next day. For 3 days in a row, I'm going to be a part of the United Kingdom launch. Why? Jody and Tyler, I'm coming to the United Kingdom personally. Hot off the press, you're hearing it right now, fresh from me. I don't have a date yet, but I promise you, one of my first international appearances will be in the United Kingdom. And this call is designed to launch the core team of people that I'm going to be working with physically when I come to the United Kingdom. So I'm excited, Tyler and Jody. Hopefully you're excited, but not too excited enough that you can't do the presentation. I'm coming your way. Take it away. I'll see you guys in just a minute. I'll be right back.
Thank you so much. And it's definitely not yelling. It definitely comes from a place of passion and sincerity, and that's what we love about working with you, Johnny. So I am super excited. Guys, get your notepad and pen out and write down any question that pops into your head, and then the person that invited you to this can answer those questions if they've not been answered during this presentation. But the company we're going to talk to you about today is called iBoomerang, and the philosophy of a boomerang is what you send out comes back to you, right? And it comes back to you with some goodwill. Just a quick disclaimer though, to say that, with any business, right? And in this business, what you put in, you're going to get out. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is it's time for you to take massive control of your own money. I think these current situations that have been going on globally have made us all really realize that we all need to take a bit more control about what we actually earn, because things can get taken away from us in such an instant. So it's time for us to start a home-based business, because if you just Google how to start a home-based business, that Google search has gone up by hundreds and hundreds of % during this time. And people are looking right now for other ways to make money. So we're at the forefront of that as well. It's our mission to provide you with an opportunity to succeed without selling by offering a 5-star lifestyle at a 3-star price. Like Johnny said, it is incredible and it's fun, right? You don't need to sell a lifestyle. A lifestyle sells itself. You just look on Instagram and it's lifestyle galore, right? People want a piece of your lifestyle if you're having fun and you're absolutely loving it. So it's time to take you from an outdated business model where customers only pay more for their product or service and into a new modern model where we actually only make money when our customers save money. And in the UK, and now I've realized it's global, everyone wants to save money. So if you can earn money by saving other people money, would that be of interest to you?
That's powerful because, you know, like Johnny said, normally people have to sell and create that additional expense for someone in order to make money. But imagine being able to offer a customer a free service that they can use, and when they make a booking, you actually get paid on the savings. You're getting paid to help people create a decrease in expense. That's really, really powerful. So the man behind this company is a man called Holton Buggs. So this guy is the #1 money earner in the whole of home-based business over the last decade. And he's one of the highest income earners of all time in this profession. Holton Buggs has received the industry's highest check of all time for 1 month, for $3.2 million US for 1 month. And while doing that, it created a residual income where if he didn't even work or create any new volume coming into his business, he would get paid 7 figures on a monthly basis. Now, what's so cool about this guy is he's not just gone from, you know, there to there really quickly. He's had a more relatable journey. Now, what he did for the first 7 years in home-based business, he never made more than $500 in 1 month. For the first 7 years, he never made more than $500 in 1 month. Now, that shows me that we're partnering with someone that's got a never dying attitude. He will keep going. He will make it work. Right? That's the guy I want to be a part of. That's the guy that I want to put my trust in, and my family's trust, and my future family's trust. Over the last 10 years, he's made over $100 million with one company, with one position. That's never been done before. In the process, he supported 45 people to earn over $1 million in that 10 years, personally. Now, what he did is he created a concept to make the future of business easier with his leadership team. They've got centuries of combined experience when it comes to leading a network marketing company from the field, and when it comes to building it from a corporate standpoint as well and running the company. But he created this concept, and that concept is called the PRIB. And instead of him deciding to pass this information to another CEO to risk that information and that concept being done wrong, what he decided to do was take the leap and launch his own company. Even though Holton said he'd never launch his own company in network marketing because he was getting paid more than the owners, right? But then he thought, you know what? I want this concept done right. I want to change the industry. Remember like what we said back at the start. Amazon revolutionized buying habits. Facebook revolutionized how we communicate. YouTube revolutionized videos. Apple revolutionized iPhones. He's created a concept called the PRIB that will revolutionize a $200 billion industry called home-based business. And he said, instead of putting that into someone else's hands, he wanted to take the control and take the lead in launching it himself. Now, the PRIB is going to support us in doing what many have struggled to do in the past when it comes to direct sales and other forms of businesses.
So when you look at this chart, you look at traditional business. So I used to have a traditional business in health and wellness. And within that business, I had to pay an overhead of several £100s a month just to have the actual outlay of my business. Then I had to follow up with customers. I had to sell to my customers. I had to upsell. I had to keep that relationship there with them for years, right? To keep them coming back to me. I had to keep training them and educating them on health and skincare. I had to upgrade their treatment plans. I had to do events to bring more customers in, right? And when you are a traditional business owner, nothing wrong with it. I loved it, but in fact, it took up a lot of my time and a lot of my efforts that I wanted to spend with my family. I wanted to spend with Tyler, right? Direct sales, you do a lot of the same thing. You're constantly in people's inboxes. You're constantly trying to sell them something, right? And let's face it now, our Facebook, our newsfeed, you know, as soon as you see someone selling something, just like an advert on the telly, you switch off, right? Just like the radio on telly, you switch off, and now we flick off. It's the same thing. Someone's selling something on their Insta or Facebook stories, we flick off. And, you know, same as franchises, right? They used to get a lot of stick back in the day. They used to get called pyramid schemes because a lot of these franchises, they weren't proven back then. But now it's one of the most respected business models out there. And the reason why is because they have a system to follow. So if you think about McDonald's, their burgers are pretty much the same all over the globe. And that's because they've got a system. They've got a system that works and that works well. So we're taking the PRIB to be able to do a lot of things that other businesses just couldn't do. And it does a lot of the work for us that we struggled to do in the past.
So what we're doing, guys, is how do we bring our customers into the PRIB, which is the artificial intelligence that will monitor our customers and upsell to them based on what they want, leaving you not having to do all that dog work that you don't like to do. What we do is we give people free access to our iGo travel booking platform, which has got over 500,000 customers so far in our first 12 months. Now, why did we lead with travel? Because travel is the biggest industry on the planet. It's an $8 trillion industry. Europe alone is responsible for $4.8 billion a day in travel sales. It's the biggest industry on the planet. And look at this. You don't have to sell a villa in the Maldives. It sells itself, right? And travel's an industry that will continue to grow. Think about it like this. 20 years ago, travel was still a massive industry. However, in order to book travel, you had to go down to the travel agents in your shopping mall, your shopping center, the local high street, etc. Sit down with a travel consultant, look in a brochure to determine where you want to go. Right now, you can digitally see the world at the click of a button. You can go on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, all these platforms, right? And see the world just like that. Social media and online technology has made the world so much more smaller in our minds. So what's happening is people are digitally seeing the world. They're seeing Bali, Indonesia. They're seeing the Gold Coast in Australia. They're seeing the rides at Universal Studios. It's making people want to physically go see it. Social media has made the world so much more smaller. Travel is a massive industry. Now, one of the other reasons that we led with travel is because we can tell a lot about a person by where they travel. So think back to Amazon. Does anyone actually know what Amazon's first leading product or service was? Type in the chat box. The first product that Amazon actually initially led with. I can see it coming in the chat box now, books, right? Was Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, there to educate the world? No. He was there to study his customers. You see, in the first 2 to 3 years, this is why Amazon sustained and grew and grew and grew. In the first 2 to 3 years, they were patient with the process. They were in data collecting mode. They were in beta tests. They were studying their customers. They give people a free access to the Amazon platform. And then what happened, they study the customers to find out what the customers liked. And then they launch more services to Amazon based on what they knew the customers wanted. So think about this. You look at something on Amazon and you're looking at, say, a cooking book. What you're telling Amazon is that you're more than likely going to buy pots and pans in the near future. So Amazon are going to market pots and pans to you because they're thinking, right, so Jody's looking at cooking books. She's probably going to buy pots and pans soon. It's crazy. Have you noticed how Amazon will never annoy you? They'll never spam you. They only show you what you like because they've got different algorithms studying different customers. And now they've become a global phenomenon. What we're doing is leading with travel because you can tell a lot about a person by where they travel. A lot. Are the cultural, do they go to Rome? Are the lifestyle, do they go to the Maldives? What flights do they get? Do they get room service? What type of hotel do they stay in? Do they get rental cars? They can study the type of person that you are. They know where you are, so they can upsell different things to you. So what we're doing right now is leading with travel to study our customers, to then launch more services into the PRIB in the future based on what our customers actually want. creating a true residual income for you, where you just put a customer into this PRIB one time, and over the next decades to come, the PRIB will be upselling different services that's coming in the future.
So just 2 companies actually monopolize the travel industry. So these are just actually marketing companies. So they're not actual booking platforms themselves. They just own a lot of booking platforms. So in the simplest terms, you tell, instead of booking in booking.com, which is where I used to go, instead of booking there, you'll book on our travel system instead, and we pass the savings on to you. So if you're looking at these examples, this is what we can see as a customer or as an ambassador on our site. So just a few examples, a New York City hotel here. On Expedia, it's $339 per night. We can get that at $178 nightly. And you see all the reservation details below. Your customers are going to get looked after. You don't need to send all that to them. And they actually get reward credits. So that's going to reward them for coming back and booking on their system as well. So we're giving them an access to a 5-star lifestyle at three-star prices. But we're not just hotels. We're a group of other services as well, such as homes, which is similar to Airbnb, marketplace where they can bid on where they want to stay, cruises, rental cars, and additional lifestyle activities that actually are going to get upsold to your customers. You don't need to upsell to them. So this company is going to go from small to big, and do you want to be a part of it? So can you remember, I remember being in college and Facebook was only just getting big, right? And everyone was like, are you on Facebook? And this is what iBoomerang is going to be like. So people are going to say, are you on iBoomerang? Have you got that? Do you get discounts for this? Do you get discounts for that? And it's going to become a global phenomenon. And if you get at the forefront of it right now, you can see it and be a part of it going from small to big. So it's simple. And this is why Halton has created this company, to make this so simple and unique to anyone from all walks of life and all walks of different backgrounds and skills, no matter if you've got a massive college degree or if you're a janitor or cleaners, we'd call them over in the UK. And this is why I love it, because anyone can win here. There are not many companies can say that, but a lot of people can win, and can win big here, and very simply. So how it works is you generate a code to send to someone to get them access to our platforms and our services. They receive the code, they activate it, they are your customer for life. They don't go anywhere. They get sold to by the PRIB based on what they actually want to see. And every time a code gets activated and you acquire a customer, even if they don't book like there and then, they can be getting upsold to it, and they can book at any time that they wish. You can leave your customer alone, right? You don't need to be pestering them. And every time a code is actually activated, we feed malnourished children all over the world, and there's over 4.4 million servings of nutrition already. So like a boomerang, we're giving back in so many other ways than just some savers bonuses. So for example, on the left hand side, as ambassadors, right, like me, like you, like Johnny, like Tyler, we get up to 75% off, which is incredible, of our own travel. So if you travel, be one of our ambassadors anyway, right? Because you're going to get some incredible deals. And a customer sees exactly what we see on the platform, but they get up to 35%. So they get less than us because it's free, right? So we send out a code, which is called a boomerang. Your customer saves money, we get half of what they save. So if they save, like this example here, 212, we're going to get 106. So simple maths, right? I am not good at maths, but I get this, right? And what a simple business process.
Absolutely, guys. So look, remember when I look back, remember a few minutes ago when I talked about how Amazon led me books to study the customers, to then launch my services. So we've only been going 14 months. We've already studied our customers and launched one of our new services, right? And our first service that we've launched is Vibe Ride. We've tapped into the ride share industry. So Vibe Ride is going to be awesome. It's going to have additional features that, that are better than other companies in our industry. It's going to have what's called girl power. So for example, if a girl wants to get into a taxi at 2 in the morning from a nightclub, she might want to, pick a girl driver to ride her, right? They can choose a temperature in the app that they want the car set into. They can say, do I want a conversation with the driver or not? They can choose the music that they want. This is all very conveniently in the app. So when they get into the car, it's their vibe. It's how they choose it, right? And here's the thing as well. The PRIB is studying whether your customer likes to have a conversation or not. The PRIB is studying what type of music your customer likes. The PRIB knows where your customers are, right? So Jodie is in a vibe right now from Orlando to Tampa, right? Here's what's going to happen then. I bet when she gets to Tampa, she's going to want to go do something. Let's upsell her Busch Gardens theme park tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Let's upsell her this different type of stuff. Again, it's all about data collecting. Data is the new gold. So with Vibe Ride, you can earn when you drive, just like other rideshare companies, but here's the additional. You can actually earn when others drive, and you can earn when customers ride. So a driver will get 75% of a fare straight up, just like most rideshare companies out there. But here's the cool thing. You can actually earn money by not even driving a taxi. So I was very fortunate to fly out to the launch of Vibe Ride in both Florida and in Texas. In Florida, we're in December last year. In Texas, we're in February this year to see the launch of Vibe in Florida and then in Texas. Now, I got an Uber because Vibe were launching a couple of days after. I got an Uber from the airport to the hotel, and I got an Uber from the hotel to the convention center, vice versa, backwards and forwards. Here's what happened, right? All I said to that Uber driver, well, look, Tony, let me ask you a quick question. If you could get paid for not having to drive, would you do that? He says, well, of course I would. He went, right, let me just tell you something. There's a new rideshare company launching where your customers can actually pay less and you can get paid more. And you can actually get paid on your friends who are drivers. You can actually get paid a little bit of percentage on their fares as well if you refer them to this app consistently. Not just one time, consistently. Wow, that seems interesting. All I did was say, give me your phone number. He gave me his phone number. I text him a boomerang, a Vibe driver code boomerang, which is very easy to do. And there's an ambassador orientation training that shows you how to do that. Very interactive, really simple, shows you how to do it. Here's what happened. Every single driver without fail activated that code. The PRIB then told them how to do the car inspection, took over the job for me. Now I can potentially, and Jodie can potentially getting paid on taxi rides going off 5,000 miles away from one conversation. That's powerful. So here's an example. If you were to refer 10 drivers to Vibe Rides and just say each Vibe driver produced $50,000 a year for the company, right? They get 75% of that. You'd get 3% because you've referred them to Vibe Ride in the first place. So you could earn $15,000 if you have 10 drivers driving full time. $15,000 over the year just for giving a code to 10 drivers. And you're going to get paid residual. And now that's powerful. You can also get paid when customers actually get into the taxi as well, which is really, really powerful. So imagine this. Imagine you're seeing a Vibe ride going down the motorway, and here's what's happening. You see a Vibe sticker in the car. You can think to yourself, wow, what if that's my customer and what if that's my driver? I'm getting paid double the percent on that ride. You see, this is the vision of what does. Is this global right now? Is Vibe Ride global? Absolutely not. It's in 8 cities in the UK. It's 8 cities in the US. That's it. But wouldn't you like to invest into Uber when it were only 8 cities in the US? Now it's in 700 cities in the world. See, this is the vision. We didn't join our boomerang for what it is today, even though it's very advanced for what it is today. We're joined for what it's going to be over the next 3 to 5 years. And entrepreneurial-minded people position themselves at the forefront. Money's made in imperfect situations. This opportunity will not be the same in 10 years, even though it will be easier. The pioneering, getting in the trenches is right now. And there's more ways to get paid as well. You can get paid just on literally giving a code to a customer on our travel booking platform. The average customer will save $600 per trip. If they've got a family holiday, it's $600. So yeah, if you have 10 customers save on their family trip, that's $6,000 of total savings. $3,000 to you for helping 10 families save on something they were already in the mindset of buying for a higher price elsewhere. Now that's awesome. More ways to get paid. You can get paid up to 15% of the direct sales bonus, up to 7 levels deep. Anytime you have a customer come in who decides to become what's called an upgraded customer and be a part of the compensation plan and get extra savings and get extra benefits like earning money from the company, being able to get customers themselves. Think of this like Amazon and Amazon Prime. Amazon is free. If you want extra services, you upgrade. That's what our company is. A boomerang customer is the Amazon customer. If you want to be a membership customer, that's like Amazon Prime. And you get additional benefits with that, like getting paid on the dual team. If you build a team, all you have to do is build 2 teams. I run a compensation planning network marketing. 7 years ago, I had to build 15 teams wide. 15 teams. In this company, all you have to build is 2 teams. So imagine you've been invited to this call today by Joanne. Now, Joanne's got 2 teams. She's got a left team and she's got a right team. Here's the thing. Just say, for example, she enrolls Jody on her left and she enrolls me on her right. Here's what happens. The very next person she enrolls on her left will go under Jody. The very next person she enrolls on her right will go under me. So here's the thing. It's an advantage getting your position and becoming an upgraded customer immediately. Even if you've still got a few questions, even if you're not fully in, it's within your best interest to get in the compensation plan right now. Because the person that invited you today could be about to sponsor someone that could be in a team of 1,000 people. You get in first, they could be in your organization. You're financially incentivized by them being in your organization as well. So make sure you get in. How do you get in, Jody? How do you become an upgraded customer? And how do you position yourself at the forefront of this boom?
Well, just to get started, just for your pretty much your admin fee and to get that position locked in, like Tyler said, it's a wholesale starter kit. And that's $49.95, which is around £37 UK. And for that, you're going to get access to the customer site. You're going to get 5 codes to send out to gain potential customers. You can get 25% of the travel savings bonus instead of the 50%, and 25% referral commissions. I decide presentation, which is a mini presentation, so you don't need to be someone that can present. You don't need to do presentations like this in order to build a massive global business. You can literally send out a presentation that's done for you, and it's interactive, so people can actually see and decide what they want to see in the presentation. And a business management system, which is called basically your back office, where you can see all your customers, all your team members, all your commissions, and that in itself is worth a lot more. That inventory right there is worth thousands upon thousands. So to be an upgraded customer or an ambassador, you want to upgrade to one of these to start getting paid commissions. So coach class, business class, first class. So coach class gives you hotels, flights, rental cars, and extra discounts on them. You can get 10 customers, bonus percentage, which is 50% on your team that you'll build, and your sponsor and team will help you build as well. The PRIB and Vibe rides. So that's $250, obviously less in UK. Business class, you're getting even more discounts on cruises, as well as everything that you get in the coach class. You get more customers to acquire, and you're getting 100%. So for the same effort, you're going to get paid more. On first class, just like if you're on a plane, you're going to get more advantages going on first class. We're all on the same aeroplane, but we're going to get even more benefits on first class, right? So you're going to get even more discounts. We have people in the team that literally just want to give out a few codes, but they travel a lot, and they've saved a lot of money being on first class. So you're getting access to everything on the iGo site. You're getting 50 codes to send out, 100% on your team, up to 20% on your actual 2 teams, and that's $1,000, which is incredible to start a business and where it's global, over 185 countries worldwide, all from your phone. Your customers get looked after for you, and that's an upfront payment, that's an upfront cost. And basically that's it. And then you just got a subscription to keep your business running. So when I had a traditional business, it cost a lot more than $99 a month to keep it going, right? And we get, if you're not all in, or if you don't want to get access to all the full benefits and financial issues are apparent with you right now, you can go in the lower class and upgrade the difference within 60 days as well.
That's your quick question, guys. Let us know in the chat box if you've owned a traditional business before and the investment were more than $1,000 one-off, and the investment were more than $100 a month. Just put yes in the comments right now. If you've owned a traditional business in the past and you've had a lot more outgoings, I'm seeing people come in the chat box right now. Yes, 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 yes. You see, and what actually comes with that, and that's not a bad thing, but what comes with a traditional is all the headaches of a traditional business as well. Payments of staff, buying your own website, all that type of stuff, logistics, finance, you get all the headaches. The beautiful thing about iBoomerang is you got all the benefits of owning your own business without all the headaches and without all the risks. For a one-time investment of $1,000 into globally build your business from a mobile phone for $99 a month. That's dirt cheap. Guys, we invite you to come and do this with us. We invite the visionaries on the call right now to get in the trenches with us right now and build a phenomenon and provide a financial wall around yourself and your family. What we're going to do, guys, we're going to stop share right there. And what we're going to do is, I just want to hand it back really quickly to Mr. Johnny Winfrey. Look, Mr. Johnny Winfrey, he's earned $40 million in the industry. And if we get any time, if we can get access to Johnny, answering questions, casting more of the vision, letting you know more of his experience, I'd love to have Johnny on the call for the next 3 hours, seriously. Right? So, Johnny, I'd just love you to come back to the call and just add in anything you think is necessary for people to understand. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. What an incredible presentation. It is always an honor and a pleasure to be teamed up with you guys, Tyler and Jody, and all of the team there, the United Kingdom and beyond. I'm excited about where we're headed. And the reason we're using the next 72 hours to put a lot of energy into launching, the United Kingdom and surrounding areas. This is a very strategic effort, and we're already seeing the reality of it, of what's to come and the expectations. So, again, what you just saw is designed to be enough information to respond to the person who invited you to see this presentation. It's not everything. There's so much more. There's so many more ways that you can make money on our program. There's so many more benefits within our services. But we're just here to give you enough to pique your interest, to get back with the person, so you can simply say, listen, I want to be a part of this entrepreneurial launch, or you want to be a customer. Either way, we just want you to experience iBoomerang. We believe the PRIB will be a household name one day. I believe, like they said, people will say the words, do you boom? Do you boomerang? Did you get that from the PRIB? Sounds crazy right now, right? But so does Google, but we say it. So does Yahoo. Did you Uber it? Like, think about how crazy that sounds. That's where we're headed, ladies and gentlemen. The trick is to position yourself in front of a company that looks as if they're going to become a household name. How do we believe that we are that company? Well, the writing's pretty much already on the wall. Our company launched in 2019. Yeah, way back in history, right? We're just a little bit over a year old. We're a baby. But we've had monumental, record-breaking growth, to say the least. So in 2019, we launched in March. In 2019, there was an article written on our company by a third-party vendor that does nothing but research and analyzes the network marketing arena on a global scale. This company dropped an article on us, I believe it was February of 2020. and it said that we were the fastest growing home-based business company in the world in the year 2019, which happens to be the year we launched. Now, I've studied our industry and many industries, and I have never, and this is, you can quote me on this one, I have never in my life heard of a company that launched, and the year they launched, they're number one in the world in an industry that already existed 80 years before we started. That's historical. Not only that, if you look at everything that's going on right now in our world, the pandemic, global confusion, in April of 2020 was our fastest growing month in history. Why am I telling you that? April 2020 happens to be the worst month on record for all of us on a global scale in terms of dealing with the global pandemic. So how did we not only become the fastest growing opportunity in the world in the year 2019, the year we launched, but how was April our fastest growing month when companies were diving and going out of business? We did more business in April than we did in October, November, December of 2019, before the pandemic. We are the opportunity that drives through the odds of what the whole world is paying attention to. Because I believe we're a positive distraction. And to me, that's my mission. We have single mothers that are a part of iBoomerang that have joined us in the last 12 weeks. Less than that, but I don't want to exaggerate. 12 weeks ago, and I'm seeing single mothers already replace their income on their regular job within 120 days. That to me is amazing. I don't know of another opportunity that's growing like we're growing, because typically in home-based businesses, you got to order product and you got to send it to your customers. You got to go meet with them. You got to go say, hey, Jack, try this for the next 90 days. You're going to feel healthier. That's not our pitch. Our pitch is give me 90 seconds and let me show you why we are transforming this industry with the click of a button. If you can go back and do it all over again, there's no question you would invest in Uber, you would have invested in Amazon, so many other global entities that are out there that we would invest in. Woulda, shoulda, and coulda. The question is, are you going to have that exact same feeling in the next 3 to 5 years when the whole world is booming? When's the best time to get on an airplane? When it's on the ground or when it's in the air? The number one reason that people fail in this industry is because you're getting on airplanes that are already in the air, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's equivalent to buying stock in Amazon right now. Why would you buy stock in the fastest growing company in the world? It's already obvious. The trick is to buy the stock before the whole world says their name. That's iBoomerang. You don't have to buy stock. You don't have to invest in us. Just join us. Join us and enjoy the ride. Like Tyler and Jody said, I'm not here because of what iBoomerang is today. I'm a smarter investor than that. I'm a smarter businessman than that. I've done billions in revenue in home-based business, and that's without exaggeration. I've helped thousands of people become financially free in this industry. I've helped at least 30 people make over $1 million in this industry. And I've never seen what we're about to experience. Just in my first 8 months, I literally went to work for iBoomerang, building a business, building a team, November the 2nd of 2019. So I haven't even been doing this an entire year yet. But I can tell you this, the success stories that are already beginning to manifest are record-breaking for me. I have never seen what I'm experiencing right now. And there is no question, you're going to boom. The question is, are you going to boom or when we're ground floor? or are you going to boom because the entire world is doing it? Either way, we're going to get you. It's in your best interest to get got right now because you get to ride the wave. So ladies and gentlemen, we've had an hour of your time right now, and it has been an honor and a pleasure. Here's my assignment for you right now. Get back with the person who invited you out. Get with them now. Text them and call them, whatever it takes, and get positioned. And let's start building your business. Let's start inviting your family members and friends to experience iBoomerang. Everyone's not going to say yes. It doesn't matter. They may say yes later. But for the entrepreneurs, the people who have the mindset of an entrepreneur, those are the ones you want to talk to now. Because we're ground floor. We'll get everybody else later. Right now, we're looking for the soldiers. We're looking for people who will help spread the word fast, quick, and in a hurry. Well, Johnny, when is Vibe Rides, coming to London? I don't know. When is Vibe Rides coming to Washington, D.C.? I don't know. But we're coming. The question is, if you know we're coming, why think like a consumer? A consumer says, I will buy this when the rest of the world is buying it. That's how consumers think. I'm not on this call right now to talk to consumers. I love you, but that's not the purpose of the call. Consumers are our free customers. I'm here to talk to the entrepreneur. Every one of us, we think like consumers. I'm going to wear this because everybody else is wearing it. I'm going to drink this because everybody else is drinking. I trust this because everybody else is trusting it. Imagine the rideshare companies that existed 5 to 10 years ago. They did all the hard work for us. They did all the heavy lifting. What are you talking about, Johnny? Well, the heavy lifting is proving that it's safe, proving that it's acceptable to get into a stranger's car. Why? Because of a phone? Your smartphone makes it okay to get in the car with a stranger? No. It's the technology that makes us feel safe. It took 3 years for Uber to successfully connect a customer with a driver. Can you imagine how many people said, oh, this is never going to work? And now they're the fastest growing segment of the world in transportation. And they did all the heavy lifting for us. Why? Proof of concept is done. The proof of concept is people will get in the car with a stranger now. Thousands of people do it every hour. As I'm talking to you right now, millions of people around the world are inside a stranger's car. And they're going to be perfectly fine and perfectly safe. So they did the heavy lifting for us. With us, we share the wealth. We're not in competition with those companies. We need them. We need them to survive. So it's not our goal to put any company out of business. It's our goal to financially incentivize for you to do what you're already doing. If you think about how network marketing started, switch your toothpaste. You already brush your teeth, so why not get paid to brush your teeth? Switch your vitamins. You're already taking vitamins. Why not get paid to take vitamins? Well, that works. It's been working for over 80 years. Our industry is over 80 years old. But the rideshare community is very new. Technology and people doing business with the technology, that's very new. But none of those companies are sharing the wealth with us. Yes, you built Facebook for free, LinkedIn for free, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all for free, creating billionaires because of the simple distraction we were having fun. I'm not mad at them, but there's something inside me that wants revenge. The next time I build something, I'm going to be financially incentivized. That's iBoomerang. You're going to build something anyway. Why not get paid to build it while you're having fun? Not because you're selling to your friends and selling to your neighbors. As a matter of fact, iBoomerang is the first company in the history of home-based businesses that says, do not talk to your customers. Think about that. When you get into a ride share, when you pull out your phone and you hit a button and that car comes to pick you up, you have zero relationship with that driver. Zero. You have a relationship with the technology. There's no network marketing company in the world that has done this yet. We're bringing to you what you already love to do, what you're already comfortable with doing, and there's going to be so much more. But you're not just going to have fun. You're going to be financially incentivized to share us with the world. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Boom. We're excited to have you. God bless you all. We're going to do this again tomorrow, same time, same everything. Join us tonight. Join us now. Make a list of everybody that you want to be on the next presentation and let us do the work for you. Welcome to the Boom. The Boom is real. Tyler and Jody, if there's nothing else, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you guys for having me. God bless you. Welcome to the Boom. I'm super excited.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And thank you all so much for being on this call, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Boom. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Boom.